Hi guys, this is going to be my intro for my room tour video. I just want to give you guys a brief history of what's happened since the last room video that I posted a very long time ago. My son and I changed rooms, so I'm now in the larger room that used to be his room because he had an extremely big room and he was just destroying the room. It was too much space for a 3-year-old, 4-year-old. So I moved him into the smaller room, which was perfect for him. And so now he's in my old room that you've probably seen in the room tour or the room video that I posted before. So now I am in the larger room, and because of that, I have acquired a lot of stuff, a lot of furniture. I will give a full room tour after I'm done with organizing tomorrow. I'm going to start the organization process. There is a lot to the room, as you can see. There is a ton of stuff to organize. And so I am going to go through all of that tomorrow, from one wall to the other, the full extent of the room, throwing things away. I have so much stuff that I've accumulated over moving twice since I moved back from Burlington. I've had an apartment before this one, but I've been here, this is going on my second year of being here, so I've accumulated a lot of things between holidays, birthdays, just things that I've needed, for Gabriel growing, my son, who is turning 5 tomorrow, by the way. And so he's growing. He's going to kindergarten in September, which is going to require more stuff for his room, since he's growing from a toddler to a 5-year-old. He's now transitioning to being 5, and it's amazing that he's really no longer a toddler. He's a 5-year-old. So, which is kind of the very tail end of toddler stage. So he is and he isn't a toddler. But anyway, that's off topic. I'm sorry, I do tangent. But needless to say, I have way too much stuff in my room, and I am definitely gonna get rid of it, at least some of it, tomorrow. I'm either gonna box it up and take it to Salvation Army, which we have right here in town, or I'm gonna donate to the churches that we have in town, or I'm gonna donate it to one of the agencies around here, like I said, the Salvation Army. We also have a secondhand place called the Mustard Seed. The Mustard Seed is a soup kitchen, but they also have a consignment shop right across the street, and they take donations as well, and it's actually a really nice shop. But more than likely it'll probably go to either Salvation Army or one of the secondhand places I know that's around. So I'll make sure that stuff is recycled properly, if it's recyclable material, like any batteries or anything like that are dead and whatever. So I will make sure that electronics or anything that I throw that is not allowed in the landfill gets to the proper station so that it can be properly disposed. But I am kind of nervous about this task that I have in front of me, but I do want to give a big shout out to Alejandra from alejandra.tv. I watched your video yesterday. I have watched all your organizing videos from kitchen all the way to bedroom, bathroom. I have watched them all, and they have inspired me to really go through my house and declutter, because I finally hit the point of that I had a breakdown, and I've realized that part of it is due to having too much stuff. So I am definitely a pack rat. I am definitely not a hoarder. I'm definitely not a hoarder. However, I have been a pack rat. I have tried to keep everything since I was little. I keep papers when I don't need to. Even from school, like, I would keep everything. So it's kind of transitioned into adulthood, and it's just gotten to the point that it needs to stop. That I definitely just need to dwindle down my belongings and what's in the house, and just use what we have at the moment. And if we need something later on, then we buy it, or then we figure out, and by we, I mean me and my fiance, we will figure out if we need it, or if we want, wants will have to wait. But if we need it at the moment, then we go get it. Or we make a list of what we absolutely need at the moment, go out and get those essentials, instead of just buying just to buy, because he and I are both impulsive buyers. I think that's where the problem comes from, is we see something we want, we immediately, as soon as we have the money for it, we immediately go out and get it, without even, no hesitation. So now that I've admitted my problems to you guys, so I am just letting you guys know what my next topic, what my next project is going to be. Most of it is going to be my desk. That's mostly where I spend a lot of my time, in my room, since I am a planner fanatic. I'm sure you've seen a lot of my spreads on my Instagram, Planning with B. That's the majority of my time, is my desk planning. I also do photography. I have a photography business called Maple Leaf Memories. Check out my website. It's http://Maple Leaf Memories v.wixsite.com/Maple Leaf Memories, all one word. And if you go there, you will see my website called Maple Leaf Memories. Check it out. I do all types of photography, from weddings to children to family portraits to you name it. I do it. But my specialties are portraits, weddings, and maternity photography, maternity newborn photography. So I am great with kids. So I love doing photography for children, cake smashing, that type of photography. But anyway, back to my room, but definitely check out my website. Back to my room. This is going to be a big project, but I am definitely looking forward to finally going through my stuff and really revamping not only my room, but my life, in a sense. I've gone through so many transitions just in the past couple years, with divorce, moving, raising a toddler, and now raising a 5-year-old. I mean, it's been crazy. I've watched my son transition from a 1 or 2 year old to now a 5 year old, and it's amazing how fast 5 years can go. But 4 or 5 years, and now I'm it's time for me to finally, in a better word, cleanse my life. And if any of you have gone through this, through transitions where you have had some kind of, whether it's food or shopping or any kind of or gambling, any kind of impulsive addiction after a big life transition, please comment below and let me know what you went through and how you got through it, because my way of fixing things is to clean and organize. A lot of my friends say I'm OCD. I'm not OCD. I like things to have a place. That's where the organization part of OCD comes from. And I'm not compulsive, so I don't have that portion of OCD. However, I do like things to be neat. I don't deal well with chaotic, messy environments. I don't deal well with with mess. I feel a little claustrophobic, to be honest, in messy environments. That's why I'm trying to get this room reorganized so that that anxiety and that kind of claustrophobic feeling goes away, so that I can finally enjoy the space I live in and not make it feel like it's a chore to keep up. But I feel this is very doable, and my dad gave me some great advice, saying that you don't have to take it on all at once. That's not gonna help you. But to take it in baby steps and start cleaning, like clean your dresser off, clean some of your desk off, organize, let's say, your papers. Just do one chunk at a time, because you will feel better and better and better once you feel the pressure and, for a better word, the guilt and the anxiety of holding on to all this stuff like if it was burying you. And it's kind of the metaphor for your life, that you feel buried through all your responsibilities. And that's exactly how I feel at the time, which is why I think it's a great time, since things are starting to take off with my photography. Gabriel is in his last months of preschool, and then we have summer break, and then September he goes to kindergarten. I think this is the perfect time to really bunker down and really get to the center of the issue, to get a new routine system, for a better word, a new routine in place, so that when Gabriel is in school in September, he knows where to put his bag, he knows where to put his boots, he knows where to put his jacket. So I also want to implement the new organization throughout the house, so that he gets used to it by school time, or at least by summer, which is still in a few months. And so that way, the beginning of the summer, he's used to the routine, so that way by September, after summer break, he knows exactly what to do after school. So my plan is to have that organization routine in place for him early enough, so that by school we're not learning it for the first time. He's actually practicing it and using it, as am I, to make our lives a lot simpler, because it's just him and I in our house my fiance lives in a separate house, northern part of the state. So we live separately right now, but in the future we're looking to get a place together. But for right now, it's just Gabriel and I, as it has been for the past 5 years. So it's a way of relieving stress for both of us, because what affects me affects him, what affects him affects me. So it's a full circle. And definitely a not organized environment has definitely affected my child. So definitely pay attention to your child and your environment. And if your environment is chaotic, trust me, chaos ensues. Gabriel's behavior changed. He was very negative. He was very mouthy. He totally changed from his 4-year-old self to transitioning to a 5-year-old. And I know it's the good portion of it is being that he's transitioning to a 5-year-old, but still I know environment affects that as well. So that's why I'm trying to really clean up and organize my environment so that I am more centered, because I really feel like I've just been knocked out of balance. And my sleep is coming back. My sleep is getting better. My skin is looking better. Like, I am finally finding myself, which I didn't do the first time I moved, because I was just fresh out of a divorce. And I was actually still in the divorce, getting out of it, getting it finalized. So I have really changed in the last few years. But to conclude, basically what I'm saying is that there is a way to get your life back in order. And right now, I feel the best I have felt in a long time, with relationships, with myself. I have a lot more confidence in myself, because I took the time to put my life back in order and figure out what I wanted, not what everyone else wants, but what do I want. And I want my photography. I want to see my child grow and be healthy and happy. And I want to see the man he's gonna become. And I want, like I said, I love photography. It's what I want to do. And I finally figured out, well, how do I run my business and be a mom? And I have finally found out how I can do that. And there is balance. There is a balance. And organizing my room, again, I'm going to show you the chaos. Organizing my room is going to give me more space that is peaceful and helps me relax and helps me organize my thoughts, helps me organize my responsibilities, not only as a mother, but as a business owner. I need this. This is helping me with my personal growth as well as the personal growth of my child. So, anyway, wasn't supposed to get that deep and that emotional, but it all plays a part. But definitely stay tuned for the before video tomorrow, before I start actually organizing and cleaning up. Just wait and see how much this room is going to change. But definitely stay tuned for that video tomorrow. Until then, have a good night and stay positive, guys. Bye.